On this episode, games and communication. Hey everyone, this is the Quarter Show, and we're going to be talking about games and communication today, going over in terms of sales, in terms of the team, and what's needed to really get everybody coordinated together. Here we focus on, for a long time now, we have this Google Doc. It's actually a sheet. We built out something called the leaderboard. And it's simple, it's color-coded, we have the whole sales team on there, we have all these numbers, we keep track of quarterly numbers, we keep track of weekly numbers. By the way, we manage week to week. This is a big one. We manage week to week. We don't wait until the quarter shows up and then next thing you know you're down and you're already so far behind. We manage week to week, we run every single week. Yes, we were looking at the month. Yes, we're looking at the quarter. Yes, we want to know those numbers. All those numbers are on our Google spreadsheet that has the week, has the month, has the quarter. But every week, we reset that board. And on the leaderboard, we call it the leaderboard, everybody's got access. Production people have access. Management has access. The sales team has access. And it's become this sacred artifact here where it has the sales team and it has their production for the week, the sales, the numbers they've done for the week, and it shows the different things for each one. And we try and just jam pack this board. But the thing the effect it has is that it's sort of gamified. It's gamified the company. It has everybody working together collectively towards a collective goal. And we target it out on this one sheet, on this shared Google Doc. And it's I found that to be a very powerful tool. When I think about it, if we took that tool away, I think about how sort of blindfolded we would be in any week, and you create a bit of a every person for themselves type of atmosphere, and we just don't have that. We've got everybody playing together, looking at the board, and somebody slams a sale and they put it on the board and they're like, yes, and everybody cheers it on. And it creates this game environment where people are trying to get ahead and they see somebody else get ahead or get somewhere and then they're trying to keep up or contribute an ad. And conversely, if somebody's not producing, it is very transparent. You can see it on the board, you can see the no production, you can see nothing happening in one of the columns, and it sticks out like a red beacon, and
there's a few things that happen. A few things that happen with this board. If you add time to nearly anything, emotion reduces, right? That's why in your relationships, in your business, with your clients, with whatever, with your activities, the more you compress time, the more emotion and action you'll press into it. So like if you go, because it doesn't, working week to week doesn't allow you to think about almost even tomorrow. Like you have to be thinking about and working really hard right now, because if you go, well, they did say they would sign up with me at the end of the month, so I'll get there, I'm going to get this huge deal, it's going to be great. It can crazily affect you and deflate you. You can't even wait till Friday with this thing, because as we know from an earlier show, Monday doesn't exist, Friday doesn't exist. Those just don't exist in most people's minds. So you have to be working super intensely all the time. And it creates that emotion. Even though, Richter has all these cool games for individual salespeople and whatnot, the fact of compressed time creates like a right now mentality and a fun and a football team, and everybody's trying to do well together.
No question, and a lot of that has been built in from the culture from this leaderboard. And in addition to the leaderboards, we have everybody looking at this leaderboard, everybody updating the leaderboard, everybody contributing. But in addition, we use Skype enormously, and there's a lot of chat tools out there, a lot of great chat tools. I know Atlassian making some great tools. You got drawing a complete blank on it right now.
Do we have them as a client? Is it Citrix and
They're not a client yet.
Okay.
They're not a client. Anyway, there's some great tools out there. One of them is Skype that we use all the time. And what we've done on Skype is we've built company-wide groups for the different divisions, and sales is one of them. And we have this sales channel, this sales group, and everybody who's on the sales team, including a few production folks that are over top of what happens, and some management people are in this one group. And that thing is lit up all day, constant communication happening. It's not distracting, amazingly, and everybody's in very, very, very tight communication. So a sale happens and everybody knows about it. It's announced on the Skype channel. It's updated to the leaderboard, and it creates this very tight sort of team effort. And everything, you know, different examples, new wins, customer success stories, all those different things are shared on this Skype channel, and it creates this very tight, coordinated team.
Yeah, like sometimes Rob goes, Ben, I need you to go and get this deal done that you're doing because it's going to put wind in the sails of everybody else. And it's exactly what it does, because when you compress time and when the games are oriented towards a team mentality, then when someone gets something done, that everyone else gets hopeful. It peps everybody up and goes, oh man. And it's not just, like, honestly, and Rob talked about, and you can see where someone else goes, and you've got to get there too. Honestly, Richter, in my experience, is not like that. We're not internally competitive. I'm not trying to beat other people. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to always do the best that I can possibly do. But above that, for me personally, and I can't comment on every other salesperson, I want to do well for Richter. Like, I want to do well for me, and I want to do well for Richter. I'm not here to beat the other sales guys or whatever, but I am here to, like, I want to show up. I want to put stuff there. You know?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's the same for me. In fact, I'm not a salesperson, you know, a different position in the company, but for me, it's all about the group and all about the team. And I think that you've got to build that culture internally where it is just this team culture and team goals and team mission. And it's a complete game changer, because otherwise you have this only one viewpoint, only me viewpoint, it's just me, not the team. And, you know, it's not effective.
I've had one sales job here, and it's the last sales job I'm ever going to have. I'm not interested in going anywhere else. And the thing is, yes, there are individual games here. Yes, I love doing very well for myself. Yes, I've been able to do some really nice things for my life, but it's not that attitude. Even though I got to peek because I've never had another sales job. I got to peek into a couple other sales areas where there were these individual games, and there should be, but like where people are playing for themselves and no one else, and they don't give a darn, and if something goes wrong, they're going to go somewhere else. And it's like, I was like, oh my God, is that what it's like? I asked Robert about it, and he's like, I'm afraid it's like that many places. and I was like shocked. I was
afraid.
Because this is what I thought. So because I thought this is what I knew this wasn't what it was like everywhere. I know Richter's unique, but I thought it was similar.
Yeah.
I thought it was similar. It's not.
You've
got to do team.
You have to do team. You have to. If you don't have a team now, if you don't have people operate in the team, loyal to the company, loyal to the group, loyal to the basic purpose, you're just not going to achieve your potential, your full potential. You got people who are sort of 1 foot out the door, or potentially something goes, heaven forbid, something goes off, or somebody gives them a better offer somewhere, and they're out the door. And
I've had about one job offer, on average, one job offer every other week for the last 5 years.
Our sales team gets job offers every day. Never. Literally, constantly. We get job offers every single week for our sales team here. I hear it on the phone. I hear prospects offering our sales team job. They will not leave. They will not leave because we've built a team, we've built a loyal team, we've built a loyal group, and the truth is, we have great pay structure. We have personal games, we have a lot of group games, we have all those different games to play, but it's never really about the commission. You need to pay people well. There's no question. They need to be paid well. There has to be a nice sort of meritocracy in terms of our production and how they can sort of get rewarded. But we make everything about the team. Everything's about the group goal. Everything's about sort of safeguarding and protecting Richter and building it out.
Yeah.
And you attain that through building this group culture and building this team culture where you can gamify what you do. Everybody can see it. Everybody can get behind it. Everybody can contribute and see where we're all at and sort of adopt and take extreme ownership for the overall goals and targets of what you need to do, and then coordinate the communication. It's got to be so tight on Skype and everything else, and you have to be in constant tight communication. Go.
If you are managing a team or managing an area, or you're a C-level person or CEO, you have to put down through your channels, protect your company, that people have to go to bat for your company, that people have to, the loyalty and the team aspect of things. If you don't, you will end up with individuated people who are just looking out for themselves. And but my point, it comes from the top. It almost is an illusion because I'm here and it's a job and I get paid and I go purchase a house and do these things. It's almost an illusion that we are a team here, that we're a family. But it's put so heavily on the lines that it's the truth that we start to feel this way. And we're Richterians, right? That we, look at this. We have our mugs, we have our setup. It's familial in that way, and it has to be put there from above, and it has to be put there with ferocity, nonstop. That we're going to bat for Richter, right?
Yeah, every great company, every great team, every great thing that I've seen, great group that I've seen, it's about the team, and somehow the team outranks everything, and it's not a cliche thing. It's not it's a very factual thing. You have to make it about the team, and you have to have people that are drunk on the Kool-Aid for the team. And one of the ways is to have one of the ways is to have the goals, gamify everything, have everybody contribute, and knowing where you stand and looking at it, compress the time and have tight communication with everybody, and then everybody can make it their own. For me, I look at Richter as everybody's company, that everybody has ownership stake in, and I believe our people treat it that way. They treat it as if it's their company, and that's an important aspect. It's not, I just work for XYZ company and I'm employed at XYZ company, but they should have an entrepreneur viewpoint towards that company as if it's theirs and it's their team, and they're as important as the CEO or the COO or the founder or the chairman. Everybody's on the same level playing field, and they're all working towards a collective goal. And
we're not communists here. This is just the world.
Certainly not.
but the world, honestly, the world of business, and I know we're trying to wrap up here, but the world of business, it's a dangerous place. And you have to have each other's backs.
You do.
You have to have each other's backs.
It takes a team to win.
It's like Navy SEALs, man. It's like Navy SEALs. Robert's read up on Navy SEALs and it's implemented here. Trust me. We carry logs and stuff.
It takes a team to win.
Yeah.
It takes a team to win.
Yeah.
You have to gamify it. You have to make it fun. You have to tie them in, and it takes a team to win. So hopefully that helps. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Feel free to send some comments, add comments to the YouTube thing. Go to Twitter, go to @thequarter show, and mention us or ask questions there as well. Okay, thanks. We have more coming at you soon.